What if your monthly expenses were just $1,500? And that included rent, food, transportation, healthcare, and a peaceful lifestyle. For many people, that sounds impossible. But in one European country, it's already a reality. Today, we're exploring what life actually looks like in Portugal when you live on $1,500 a month. Not luxury, not survival, but a realistic, comfortable life. And the answer may surprise you. Why people are asking this question across the world. Living costs are rising fast. Rent is increasing. Healthcare is expensive. Retirement savings don't stretch the way they used to. That's why more people are asking a simple question. Where can I live well without constantly worrying about money? Portugal keeps appearing in that conversation. Not because it's flashy, but because it's livable. What $1,500 really means here. Let's be clear, $1,500 a month in Portugal doesn't mean luxury penthouses or five-star living. It means a modest apartment, fresh food, reliable healthcare, public transportation, and a calm, predictable lifestyle. In smaller cities and coastal towns, this budget is realistic, especially for singles or couples without children. And unlike many countries, daily costs here don't feel designed to drain you. Housing the biggest expense. Housing is usually where budgets fail, but in Portugal, rent varies widely by location. Outside major tourist zones, you can find small apartments, older but well-maintained homes, walkable neighborhoods. This is where choosing the right town matters more than choosing the right apartment. Many people live comfortably simply by avoiding the most crowded areas. Daily life feels slower and cheaper. Life in Portugal moves at a different pace. People walk more, eat simple meals, spend time outside, and when life slows down, spending naturally does too. This isn't about budgeting harder. It's about living differently. Food costs, eating well without overspending. One of the biggest surprises for newcomers is food. In Portugal, eating well does not require a large budget. Fresh produce is widely available. Local markets sell fruits, vegetables, bread, and fish at prices that feel almost unreal to visitors. A simple grocery routine might include fresh bread from a local bakery, seasonal fruits and vegetables, rice, pasta, beans, and fresh fish. Occasional meat and local cheese. Many people spend far less on food simply because meals are simpler and ingredients are fresh. Eating out is also different here. Local cafes and small restaurants offer affordable daily meals, not luxury dining, but honest food at fair prices. This alone makes a $1,500 budget feel more realistic. Transportation. Why you spend less without trying. Transportation is another area where costs stay low. Portugal is walkable. Many towns are compact, with shops, cafes, and services close by. Public transportation is reliable and affordable. Buses, trams, regional trains. Most retirees and long-term residents don't rely heavily on cars. And when you don't own a car, you avoid fuel costs, insurance, repairs, and parking stress. Life becomes quieter and cheaper without effort. Healthcare quality without financial fear. Healthcare is often where budgets collapse in other countries, but in Portugal, healthcare is accessible and affordable. There is a public system, supported by private clinics that are still reasonably priced. Doctor visits, routine care, and prescriptions usually cost a fraction of what people expect, especially for those coming from high-cost healthcare systems. This removes one of the biggest sources of anxiety for people living on fixed income. Peace of mind has real value. Utilities. Monthly bills. Utilities in Portugal are predictable. Electricity, water, internet, and mobile service tend to stay stable month to month. Most people don't experience surprise bills that destroy their budget. And because the climate is mild, heating and cooling costs remain manageable for most of the year. This consistency is a major reason people say their expenses feel under control here. Entertainment. Daily life. Life doesn't revolve around spending money. Entertainment is simple. Walking along the coast, sitting at cafes, meeting friends, enjoying public spaces. Portugal encourages outdoor living. When your lifestyle is built around community and nature, spending naturally decreases without feeling restrictive. So far, we've seen how food, transportation, healthcare, and utilities all fit within a $1,500 monthly budget. But there's still one important question left. Where do people actually live on this budget, and what kind of life does it truly create over time? That's what we'll explore next. Where people actually live on this budget. When people imagine life in Portugal, they often picture major cities or famous tourist areas. But those places are not where a $1,500 budget works best. Instead, people choose smaller coastal towns, quiet inland cities, traditional neighborhoods outside tourist centers. These areas offer lower rent, less pressure, and a stronger sense of community. Life feels local. Shops know your face. Cafes remember your order. Daily routines become familiar and comfortable. This is where the budget truly works. What daily life feels like. Living on $1,500 a month in Portugal isn't about constant calculations. It's about rhythm. Mornings are slow. Coffee is unhurried. Walks replace traffic. People spend time outdoors because the climate allows it, not because it's planned. Life becomes less about consuming and more about living. Many residents say their stress levels drop within months of arriving. The trade-offs you should know. Of course, no place is perfect. Living on this budget requires realistic expectations. Apartments may be older. Luxury services are limited. Bureaucracy can be slow. But for many, these trade-offs feel small compared to the benefits. You exchange speed and excess for calm and stability. And for retirees or people seeking simplicity, that exchange feels worth it. Why this lifestyle works long-term. A $1,500 budget works in Portugal because the country supports a balanced way of life. You're not pressured to spend. You're not pushed into constant upgrades. You're not surrounded by excess. Portugal allows people to exist comfortably without always reaching for more. This makes it sustainable. Not just financially, but emotionally. Final thoughts. So, is it possible to live in Portugal on $1,500 a month? Yes, if your goal is comfort, not luxury, peace, not pressure, stability, not excess. For many people, Portugal doesn't just reduce expenses. It changes how life feels. Engagement. Close. If you had $1,500 a month, where would you choose to live? Would you trade speed and convenience for peace and simplicity? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoy calm, realistic documentaries about life abroad, subscribe for more videos like this.